Greetings, my name is Dr. Candace Chambers, and I just wanted to pop in today to discuss burnout in the context of writing. As an editor, as a writer, I work with a lot of doctoral students with their writing. And this time of year, a lot of students are either attempting to finish their dissertations to graduate for this spring graduation, or even starting their dissertation journey to graduate, whether it's in the summer or even in the next semester of the fall or the next year of the spring. But regardless of what time or the process that doctoral students are in, we all experience burnout. Okay, so just a personal story. When I worked on my dissertation, yes, I had my schedule of when I wanted my deadlines and my writing goals to be met, but at the same time, I was tired. So by the time I made it to chapter 4, which in the dissertation world, there's usually the results, the discussion, whatever chapter it is for you, I was tired. I was exhausted. I just could not get into the groove of continuing to write. Dissertations are long, and you usually study for about a year on the same topic. And so I just wanted to pop in to talk through burnout. How do you combat burnout in the writing process, especially specifically for doctoral students who are working through their doctoral journey? Number one, the way that you do combat burnout is potentially change your setting. So when I was writing my dissertation, I had to leave my house, because that's where I was writing mostly, and go to a computer lab on my campus. So I did do my graduate program with an in-person program, but if you don't have that option, you can always go to your local library and work, because sometimes they do have after hours. It's sometimes quieter than like a Starbucks or something that's, has people walking around. But if that's your vibe, then a Starbucks or some type of coffee house or co-working space may be great for you to change up the area. Because oftentimes when you're writing, if you could change your area or your space, it could allow your ideas to flow, because you're not in that same rut of an environment and you're experiencing writer's block. So that's one way that I did combat my burnout, is say, okay, hey, let me see if I could potentially change my setting. Number two, another way to combat burnout is to revisit your outline. I work with a lot of writers who do not have a plan. They're just writing. And by the time they get to the end of the document, they're tired. And so they're just like, sentence, I'm gonna write this sentence, I'm gonna write this paragraph, and it's like just drudging along. Whereas if they had a plan, it may be a little easier to work through. An example of that, if you're writing chapter 4, which is usually the results, you can say, hey, okay, I'm gonna write, if you're doing qualitative study, I'm gonna look at this theme today. I'm only gonna write about this theme. I'm not gonna try to tackle all the themes in the data. I'm just gonna write about this theme. And so just think about your data and how you want to convey the results, and you think about just one aspect that you can write. And that way you're not just trying to tackle everything, because you already have burnout. And so if you can just take it chunks at a time, even like your discussion, let's say you have to do a discussion for your dissertation, only discuss one finding, right? Only discuss how that one finding is related to the rest of the literature, and then stop there, and then try to do another piece another day. And so what you can do, even if you have a full outline of how you want to combat your dissertation, you can break that up into chunks, and that way it's not so much at one time and you're only tackling one little bitty piece at a time. The last strategy I would give for combating burnout from a writer's perspective is just to take a break. Okay, take a step back. Do not look at the document. Go take a walk in the park. Go get a popsicle. All right, go get your favorite Starbucks drink, something to get your mind off of writing. If you have children, if you have a family, go to the zoo, or like play a board game, something that is not related to your research study, because you're tired, and it's not going to help you be productive if you're not enjoying the process of writing and you're not refreshed. So when I was writing my dissertation, like I'll tell people I go apple picking, or I go, go to a painting class or something to just get my mind off of writing. And it really helped me to recharge and then come back and tackle it again. Writing is a journey. We often treat it as if it's like something we just have to get done right now. And that's just not how it works, because our brain doesn't work like that. Our brain works through processes. And so that's another way that you can combat burnout, is just taking a step back, doing something fun, cooking your favorite meal, cook some brownies, you know, do something that's fun, and then you can always come back to your writing. And so those are a few tips. Change your setting, make a plan within a plan, and then also just taking a step back. And trust me, that will really help you to get to the finish line quicker than if you were just sitting at the laptop and forcing yourself to write when you know you're already tired. So if you're feeling burnout, it's totally normal. It's a part of the process, especially for us who have gone through very rigorous programs. It's a very, very normal part of the process, but you can do it. All right. So if you have any questions, feel free to visit my website at www.edwritingservices.org. And you can also leave a comment below. Feel free to like or subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.